As you can see behind you, Diriyah is designed as a walkable city, all designed around being a human-centric city. Over the past couple of decades, cities were not designed around human-centric values. And you need to drive to go to schools, to offices, entertainment. We are putting all this together. So within 15 to 20 minutes, you'll be able to walk from your home to your work, to your entertainment, F&B, wellness, even nature in Wadi Hanifa.
It's something very new for Saudi.
Absolutely. It's transforming the city.
Right.
And we are considering this as a step forward towards a model that the rest of Riyadh can adopt. Absolutely. So the U.S. Green Building Council certifies projects with LEED. And recently we got the permanent certificate for Diriyah 1 as a LEED Platinum. That's the highest rank in the US GBC certificates. And sustainability for us, when we say it's a city of Earth, we truly mean it's a city of Earth. We're actually using authentic and traditional materials to build Diriyah. We're building using mud, using stones extracted from quarries around Riyadh, and it's a sustainable city achieving all the sustainability measures. Also the Saudi code, we are working closely with them to achieve the Saudi code requirements. So we are lucky that we have 3 square kilometers of Wadi Hanifa running across our master plans. And the Wadi is a natural oasis. It has existed since thousands of years, and it's different. It's lush, it's green, it's different than the rest of Riyadh. It's actually cooler than the rest of Riyadh by 5 to 6 degrees. Over the last couple of years, we planted a lot of indigenous species. We are not planting anything in the Wadi other than indigenous species, palm trees, shrubs that grows naturally in the Wadi. And it's a green lung for the citizens and residents of Diriyah and the wider Riyadh. We are building Diriyah based on, it's rooted in the culture and the history of this part of Riyadh, inspired by Turayf, 300 years old UNESCO World Heritage Site. But we're building Diriyah for the future and for the future residents. Diriyah will stay here for many, many years to come. So it's important to provision and future-proof Diriyah with all the smart city technologies, waste management, water management, energy management, traffic management. So people who will be living and working in Diriyah will be feeling that they are living in a very authentic, traditional city, but they have all the digital infrastructure that underlies under the city and gives you access to all the digital services that you need. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say that everyone in the community is looking forward for Diriyah. Everyone who lives in Diriyah and the wider Riyadh is looking forward to what we're doing. And the jobs that this project will create, for direct and indirect jobs for Saudis and expats, the contribution to the GDP, the supply chain and the contractors and the consultants working with us, it's an ecosystem. And we're working very closely with our partners to involve them in this ecosystem.
Well, these are the streets which, as you say, would have been in the 17th and 18th centuries and 19th centuries at the heart of this place. They'd have been walked through by kings and by the defenders of Turayf, which was sieged from 1818 to 1819, eventually falling abandoned in 1819. But then it was reoccupied again by squatters and others later in life, before finally being taken on as a major restoration project by His Majesty the custodian of the 2 holy mosques, King Salman. The work started here in the 1980s and carried the whole way through to 2018-2019. And we carry on that work today, looking after at Turayf, caring for its mud walls, its amazing ruins, and telling the stories of this extraordinary place. So mud is an amazing building substance. It's both delicate and strong at the same time. It needs constant care and attention. But if mud is done properly, it can survive even the strongest cannonballs, as the walls of Turayf have done. So part of our work is to understand how these buildings were constructed and to use that to guide how we conserve and restore them going into the future. Well, I think when people leave this extraordinary place, they leave with a sense of pride. They leave with a sense of history, knowing there's a real story to tell in Turayf, and a story they can take out into the wider world, share with their friends and family, and let people know what we've got here. We want people to come here. We want to welcome them to Saudi Arabia. We want to welcome them to Turayf. We want to welcome them to the wider development as well.